What's up, people? I'm Alex.
And I'm Topsy.
And we're Sync the Beat Podcast.
Finally managed to do it right at the same time.
High five.
After 1 year.
Honestly, how are you, Tops?
I'm good, Alex. How are you?
I'm okay.
Well, actually, are we okay? We're both ill.
Are you ill too?
Yeah, I told you I had tonsillitis.
Oh, you did say that. And I can't catch it because I ain't got tonsils anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, I was bedbound for 3 days. Like, I never call into work sick, but my body said no.
I didn't hear from her at all. She was MIA.
I was a ghost.
And I kept messaging Tops. Where are you? I'm sending her bare stuff. Tops. I didn't hear.
No, it got to the point where like my mum actually turned up at my house and announced and just let herself, and she's like, I just came to check in on you because we were worried. I was like, yeah.
Sometimes it gets like that. Yeah. I promote healthy eating and vitamins. Guys, take your vitamins because we're all getting old.
Wait, healthy eating? You go to McDonald's like twice a week?
Mind
no, more than that.
Anyway,
you go to McDonald's like every other day?
No, I don't. I probably have it like once a week just to treat myself.
Once a week.
Okay, mind your business. Anyway, so Recess Land was yesterday.
Yeah.
And none of us went. Do
you know what? I went to the first ever Recess Land and I love it for them. Like, I think it's amazing what they're doing. I personally haven't got the capacity to drive 2 hours to Margate.
Yeah.
And it's cold, but the acts look so good. Like Shally Poppy.
Wow. Is that the guy that sings Melly? That one. Desperado.
Lao.
That song makes me die.
International.
He just came out of nowhere. I think it's Burna Boy, the Burna Boy effect.
No, Shally Poppy's actually been about for a minute.
Has he?
Yeah. So he sang.
We drag, and then you point.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that was him.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Good
for him. So, but it took Laho for him to be big. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. And he did a song with Rema as well, Benin Boys.
Okay.
Last year. That was quite good as well. But I guess Laho is what's catapulted him into like the stratosphere. So everybody outside of Nigeria is like, okay, Shally Poppy.
Well, let's hope we can capitalize off it and like actually produce more bangers better than that. Because you know how sometimes it's like that one song blows up and then they don't chase the high of the song anymore of that kind of sound. You'd have to make the same thing, but can you... Consistency, I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what Ashake, like, he came out of nowhere, did his thing with that first album, great, we loved it. Dropped a second album, we loved it even more. Dropped a third album, we still liked it, but I feel like he's kind of burnt himself out too quickly. So he's somebody that appears to have gone away, is resting, and then maybe we'll see what he comes back with next year. But I'm here for all these like Nigerian artists, you know, doing their thing, becoming mainstream.
I was supposed to go to Radio 1's big weekend yesterday and I didn't go. I told my tickets because of engineering work. So it would have taken me 6 hours, me and my friend 6 hours to get to Liverpool, and we couldn't be asked doing that. So I missed out on seeing Jade, her first ever festival performance.
Angel of my dreams.
And she has more songs than that. And she looked amazing. She sounded amazing. I watched the stream and it was just incredible. My friend was there, witnessed it live. He said she was brilliant too. But yeah, she also debuted her newest single called Plastic Box, which is very Robin. It sounds very much like Robin dancing on my own, Call Your Girlfriend, that kind of vibe, that arpeggio vibe. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Who else did I miss? I missed Flo. Flo performed there. Back from America on their tour, which was one of the biggest UK girl band tours
since the Spice Girls,
which is amazing. Congratulations, Flo.
I like Flo, don't get me wrong, but the harmonies just tighten it up. Like some maybe some of the videos I watched was when they were just starting the tour, so they were a bit nervous, a bit shaky, and there were some songs where the harmonies were tight, but there was some where it was just a bit like, oh, girls.
They're still learning each other, they're still growing, and they're still giving a performance, so I get it. The harmonies aren't going to be tight on every single song. It's not going to be like that, but they're still growing.
Yeah, no, it's true, and I'm very supportive of them. So like, I just want to see them go from strength to strength to strength.
And they are.
Honestly.
Look at what they've just achieved, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Who else is there? There was Hyam. There was Tom Grennan. Tom Grennan. I'm not the biggest fan of Tom Grennan's music. He's a great singer, and he headlined on the Friday, and he was brilliant. There was Wolf Alice. There was Hyam as well. Lola Young.
You like Hyam, don't you?
I love Hyam. Oh, I love a bit of Hyam. Yeah. I mean, for me, like it's all the music that's played on commercial radio, which I think we all like. I think our community kind of downplay.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Natasha Bedingfield was there too. I love Natasha Bedingfield. Like, who doesn't?
Staring at the pages before you open up the dirty window.
You got Jazzy, Katie B, Neo Archive, Miles Smith, who's just released a new single. So Sugar Babes were there and ate it up with their Lord cover of What Was That? Have you heard of Lord, What Was That? It's her new debut single. It's a very good single. I'm actually going to send it to you. Very good single. Very back to her old days. And Sugar Babes covered it on the Live Lounge. And in my opinion, it should have been a Sugar Babes song all along. Like,
I think I saw the cover actually, the Sugar Babes cover.
Very good. And I think that's the lane that you should channel. It just reminded me of Sugar Babes back in the day. Georgia Smith was there. She has a new single, which was really good. Tate McRae, Mumford & Sons. Yeah, I'm just upset that I missed it.
Yeah, that lineup sounds like it would have been a good day out. But Radio 1's always going to be a good day out.
Is there anything new you're listening to?
Do you know what? There's a few things. I mean, staying in the realm of Shally Poppy. So he released a new song.
Zaza!
Yes, called Zaza.
What does it mean?
I have no idea. Whatever it means.
He's Nigerian, isn't he?
Yeah, but
you should know your mother tongue.
Listen, there's multiple ethnicities within Nigeria.
Zaza!
I don't know what the title means, but it's a good vibe. It's a good summer song. It's boppy, it's vibey. I think it's very much his essence. If you listen to it, you'll be there tapping in your seat. I think it's a great song.
Love that.
Yeah. What about you? What have you been listening to?
I've been listening to Tyler's new single, Bliss. You take me to bliss. Never found a love like this. Never found it.
So I haven't listened to it yet. So what is the vibe like now compared to her last album?
It's giving...
Or her last releases?
It's ballad. It's a ballad.
Okay.
It's a very, like, Afro...
Is she showcasing her vocal abilities?
It's the same Tyler that she sings.
Fine.
But, like, I feel like we needed to see this vulnerable side to her. This, you know how the big pop girlies, they release all these big pop songs, but then they strip it back and they need to sing. Mm-hmm. This is what Tyler's doing.
Is there a music video for it?
It's coming out soon. She has recorded it. It is coming out soon. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's very it is Afro heavy. Like, you hear the instrumental. It's very Afro, but it's also very pop, but also just very stripped back Tyler. I think it's a gorgeous song.
Girly.
Yep. And I love how she isn't changing her sound, but she's adapting to a more commercial, well-rounded sound that's digestible to everybody. And I think she's killing it. She's absolutely easing it. She's doing so well. I think it's a beautiful song, so definitely check it out.
She's a beautiful girl as well. Like, stunning. So I've been listening to Darko as well.
Go ahead with Darko.
Anyway, I'm gonna do my rant about Darko. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna do it now. I have a rant to do about Darko, but I just think she never misses. Like, every song for me anyway, it never misses. Like, her new release, Like That, again, it's just a song for the girls. Play it when you're getting ready. Play it in your drive, like, as you're going to the function. Like, it's just a good summer vibe. Like, it's actually done really well on socials. Like, people are using it in the background of their videos. Like, for me, Darko's it. Like, when you want to think of like UK Afro swing or Afro whatever realm, to me, it's her. She never misses.
You are a Darko super fan.
I just think we should all be fans of her. Like, has Darko ever made a bad song?
I think people don't really pay her attention because of her more masculine aesthetic these days. But then again, when she started off making her music, remember that one song in the video where she wore a bust down wig and then she dressed like Mandem? She always dresses authentically as herself. I think some people see that as a turn off. But in my opinion, I'm like, she makes bangers.
She does.
She's good. Let her have the baddies in the back of her video pouring champagne on them. Sure. The Mandem are doing it.
Exactly.
Why can't she?
100%. I think she's always, for me, I'm so happy she's always shown up as herself, even in a industry or even in a genre where it's probably looked at a bit like, oh, okay. Because you would expect her, okay, if you're going to be like Mandem, you'd expect her to rap. But she doesn't rap, she sings and she makes lover girl music.
But our community doesn't really respect the LGBT community. They don't really respect when people are queer. I mean, like even myself, I still go into rooms and I feel a bit like, some people are going to be like moving mad to me. But because of the way I present myself, you have no opportunity to do that. I mean, you do have an opportunity, but people don't. I think it really depends on your personality and what you're bringing to the table. And what Darko's bringing to the table was her art first. Who gives a fuck about what she looks like? She's making hits, bro. And she was still your girl. She was still your girl.
She's saucy, like...
Stripper so saucy. I don't know why they would have wore me.
What else have you been listening to?
I have been listening to gnarly bubble tea, gnarly fried chicken, gnarly gang, 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 gang. Cat's Eye were made by Hype, which is a K-pop record label entertainment function, and they were formed on a TV show on Netflix, sort of like Making the Band, which we're going to get into. And 6 girls were chosen. They've been eating it. They have released Touch, a debut. They've done a whole EP, and now their new single Gnarly has come out. And when I first listened to it, I thought, what the fuck is this? This is a racket, and it doesn't even make sense.
What do you mean?
Hattie, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I know, like, what does it mean?
It doesn't mean anything. K-pop songs never mean anything.
But they're a global girl group. That's what they say.
They're K-pop. No, they're K-pop influenced.
Yeah, which isn't a bad thing. I think it's a very good thing. And to see different sort of races and different sort of girls from all around the world doing that and eating, like tea. Gnarly is a loud song, a brash song. It makes no sense. Pop doesn't have to make sense either. And I think we've been missing that. We've been missing people pushing out the boat a little. And this is their first song to chart. It's charted in the UK and it charted on a Billboard as well.
But I think with a girl group, you have to keep your audience interested. So when they first came out, they were doing cutesy because you've been somewhere to touch. So it's like, okay, cool. Now you guys know who we are. We're going to make you listen. So this is, I guess this is their like edgy phase where they're being a bit more like, we're girls breaking the rules or whatever. And I feel like all girl groups go through this little like, this phase.
Well, they're still very new to the industry. And I think, as you said, keep us on our toes.
They don't want to be put in a box of cutesy little girls. They want to be like, okay, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. I love it.
But we're missing brash girl bands like Spice Girls. We're missing the loud, unapologetic, do what I want kind of attitude from girl bands. We want to be shocked every single time. And I think they're doing that. I think they're all hot as well. They can all sing. They can all dance down and perform.
They're dance. So I actually watched that music video. And I watched it 6 times because I wanted to see each one of them individually to see, okay, like who's actually carrying the group in terms of dancing.
Danielle.
I think they're all pretty good. Daniela, like some of them are strong.
Daniela is the strongest.
What's the Manon?
Half Ghanaian queen.
I think she's also really good as well.
She isn't the best dancer though.
Really?
Like,
for me, she's good.
You need to watch the Netflix
I didn't watch the show.
That's why I'm saying that. She's not the strongest.
But she's worked her way up though.
But, the fans didn't like her.
Really?
Because it's also fan voted.
Oh.
Yeah. It's still fan voted into the band. They didn't. The fans hated Manon.
Oh no.
They thought she was too up herself. She never chilled with the girl. She never did anything.
Oh.
But bitch, she here now and she's serving face.
I'm not leaving.
Sophia's the leader of the group, so she can sing her ass off. Yunche.
Is she the blonde one?
No, she's Filipino.
Oh,
she's
with the streaks.
Bangs. She's got bangs.
And she normally has like a blonde streak.
No.
Oh.
No.
She's got a fringe.
Yeah, she's got a fringe. Sophia's got fringe. Megan has colour in her hair.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of Megan.
And I forgot what country she's from. She has colour in her hair. And then Yunche, she's Korean. And then there's Daniela, Manon, and Lara, which is an Asian girl. Yeah, they eat down. I love them so much. But yeah, gnarly.
And they look really cohesive together.
Yeah.
They're a girl group that look like a girl group.
I always think like more than 5 girls are too much, but I think it's...
I mean, it is.
But it's slowly...
They're going for K-pop influence, and K-pop bands have like 100 people in them, so...
Why are we here, Top Z?
Oh, God. Right.
What the Helly?
We're getting into it. What the Helly, auntie?
What the Helly, Isha? What is going on? Just court case here, court case there, arrest here, arrest there. I'm tired.
We've all lost the plot, to be honest.
Let's start off. I don't even want to start off with Diddy. Let's start off with Chris Brown.
So, you know what? I have tickets to see
Do you?
Yeah, to see Chris Brown in July. No, in June. So I was thinking he better get his ass out of jail because what the helly? But to be fair, it's him, Summer Walker and Bryson Tiller. Mm-hmm. So I mean, if he couldn't be there, great. Hopefully the other two will still show up. I've seen Chris Brown before, so I know he's a good performer. But how the heck are you only just getting arrested for a crime you committed 2 years ago?
Because he wasn't allowed in this country.
No, he wasn't.
Oh no, he wasn't allowed at that time.
And then he ran away.
So he hasn't been here because he knew that he was about to be pressed with charges. How are you bottling someone and you run away?
Like what? Like what is wrong with you, bro? Like he has been locked up. He has been incarcerated
many times.
Are you trying to get yourself sent back there?
But it's just one thing after the other with him. He's always doing some dumb shit.
It's giving unstable.
But he's been unstable. How many fans, Breezy fans, how many times are you going to apologize for this man?
I actually want to know what went on in this recent incident that took you to bottle somebody over the head with a tequila. And it's not like it's a random person and again, we're all somebodies, but this is a somebody. This isn't nobody. No. It's not some random man off the street. Like, it was a record producer.
Come on, bro. Fix up. You're beating up Rihanna. You're beating up Karrueche. You're beating up all these girls. Moving mad. You're bottling people. What the fuck, bro? Like, people will still always support him because he's breezy. He makes he makes great hits. He makes great music. He can dance. Yes, he can. But I'm sorry. Me obviously Rihanna stan, he ruined his career the minute that happened to Rihanna. The moment all of that happened. Obviously, he came back from it. He's won Grammys. He won a Grammy this year, even with his recent album. Good for him. But fix up, bro. Everyday controversy.
Yeah. Like the fact that you weren't allowed in the UK for 10 years, they finally let you back in.
And you do that.
Like, why are you doing mess up? And your bail, 5 million. Great British pounds.
Give that to me, please. I need it. But it's just so funny, isn't it? Like, they approved his visa to come to the UK.
Because they knew they were going to arrest him.
They knew he was going to be arrested. I love that. Do you know, that's the one thing that you UK police ate. That one thing. That one little thing. You know, I'm not too hot on any police, but that one little thing you ate. I commend you for that.
But, yeah, he better start singing and dancing on the rest of his tour because he's got bills to pay.
5 million.
He's got court cases to attend.
But he can afford all of that. He doesn't need to be performing to afford that. He can afford it anyway.
Can he? Because he hasn't performed in the UK in a long time.
But in royalties from his music.
Oh, yeah, true.
Like, he's good. He's probably got investments somewhere if he's smart enough. I don't know, but just how many times?
Just get it together.
How many times
are
people going to defend him? I can't. I just don't.
Who is his? He needs a handler. That's what he needs. Someone who's there when he goes out. Chris, sit down.
In fact, he needs to not go out. Do you remember when Chunks was singing to Chris Brown in the club one time?
No.
Chunks was singing and was sweating pairs singing to Chris Brown.
What was he singing?
I forgot the name of the song.
Oh, wow, no.
It was just so cringy. But now Chunks doesn't sing anymore because of his religion.
Oh, yeah, it's haram.
Yeah. I mean, and he's also not, he doesn't really speak about Philly, does he?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Philly. Another person who's in jail.
Well, you know, he got another arrest because he was speeding in Australia.
Oh.
This was recent as well.
Like, has everyone lost the plot? Have we all collectively lost our marbles? What the heck is going on?
That Philly situation as well. It's like power just going to your head. And Philly made decent music. I say decent loosely. It was generic, very safe because he's not a big singer like that. But he made cute bops that people liked. He's charted as well. Now he's abused his power, biting women, fighting women, abusing women, doing random shit. Then you're speeding when you've already been arrested for that. Fix up. What is going on?
Is he allowed to leave Australia?
No. That's why he hasn't been here, babe.
Oh my God.
I believe he's on bail right now.
Oh, good for him.
But what the heck? He can't leave until his court case.
But then how's he supposed to make money?
I don't know if he is. I don't know if he is. Maybe he has to sell all his possessions, and that's how he's been paying for all of this. I don't know.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Don't commit crimes, kids. Stay in school. Another person who has lost the plot and who's been losing the plot, our good brother Kanye West.
Is he our good brother?
Now,
I didn't know he was my good brother.
So I'm really confused about this, and is he doing this intention? Is there a method to the madness? That is what I'm wondering. Because Kanye West, he's been involved in multiple lawsuits, but his most recent one, he released a song called Hail Hitler. Yeah. That one is a real rub on the nose. Hail Hitler. So apparently it contains like anti-Semitic ideology. Spotify, SoundCloud, and other platforms have said we're not releasing this song. Like they've removed it completely. It was on Twitter. Whilst it was on Twitter, it got 6.5 million views. Then Twitter said no. I haven't listened to the song. I couldn't find it. Have you?
It's on YouTube. I'm looking at it right now.
Well, the lyrics include all my N-word Nazis, N-word Hail Hitler. Then the track ends with a sample from a Hitler speech, and it says, whether you think my work is right, whether you believe that I have been diligent, that I have worked, that I have stood up for you during these years, that I have used my time decently in the service of my people, you cast your vote now. If yes, then stand up for me as I stood up for you. Now, is he saying that Hitler was this misunderstood man? Yeah, he committed all these atrocities, but, we just didn't get him. Is he trying to liken himself to Hitler? I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't know what to say. I'm lost for words.
Like, I'm all for pushing the bounds of creativity, pushing the bounds of like all like social, what we find socially acceptable, but like there's no denying what the Nazis did, the atrocities, like the World War II, the concentration camps. I think because it was literally a whole genocide and the whole world stood still and did nothing, I think it's a lot of like guilt. If somebody of Kanye's status, if somebody like, I don't know, who's like Kanye's status but white?
Justin Bieber.
Okay, if Justin Bieber turned around and said, I hate all black people, we'd be a bit like, huh?
There'll be an uproar, yeah, but no one will actually do anything. He'll still be safe.
You're saying because Kanye's black, he said something against a particular community, he's having everything taken away from him.
I think there's a more deeper rooted issue there.
No, it's because he's lost his brand partnerships. He's lost the support of the music industry. He's lost custody of his kids. He even has like a line in the song that says, man, these people took my kids from me. Then they froze my bank account. I got so much anger in me, got no way to take it out. I'm stuck in the matrix. Then segues onto, so I became a Nazi. Yeah, bitch, I'm the villain.
But is he self-sabotaging to prove a point?
Possibly.
Is he doing this on purpose?
I think
showing that he's built so much and it can all be taken away if he makes certain comments. Is he trying to... Sorry, I spat there. Okay. Is he trying to portray a certain message?
He's in the matrix.
He's in a different dimension to us. It's given Marvel, in the different worlds.
You know how this whole thing of like, Andrew Tate and like incels and all this kind of thing, like I do think like it does start from these kind of places where like a man, things are taken away from him, they become salty, they become bitter, they feel like they've been emasculated, like everything that has kind of made him a man or made him the person that he was is being taken away.
Yeah.
So I do in a sense feel for him, but this is not the way to win it back.
No.
You're just making enemies.
I did read an article saying Kanye will come back from this. Somehow he always comes back from it. But I think he's too far gone. Releasing a song called Hell Hitler is fucked up in this day and age. But then there's... what I always say as well is, in this world, you're not going to be doing everything right. Because if there was no wrong, there will be no right. If there's no light, there's no dark. If there's no left, there's no right. If there's no yin, there's no yang. So unfortunately, there's always going to be that power balance between the both, and they can't work without each other. So regardless of socially, Kanye being outlandish and we don't agree because of historic events, to other people, they may think he's doing the right thing. You have to remember, just because there's an uproar that's public, it doesn't mean that people don't support it.
Yeah.
Look at Whitney. Whitney had bio and Inside. Even before she went, I know this is a bit off topic, but when when she was announced for Inside, she got a lot of racist abuse and monkey comments.
Yeah.
To her DMs on the pages of the Inside, wherever it was promoted, to her ex boyfriend Locken in his DMs. You don't even know her like that to be even speaking like that, but it's all the fans that follow Sidemen. You know, they listen to them as gospel, like the Andrew Tates. It's young, stupid
Impressionable
boys
minds, yeah.
who believe that it's okay to be saying all these things and doing it. But then again, I always say, in rap music and just as a black community, we've claimed the word nigger.
We've reclaimed it.
With A at the end instead of the hard ER. But do you think there's a lot of influence because we use it in rap, in the urban community, in hip hop, that it's okay when when other people say it that aren't black, obviously people have an uproar, but we're still using the words in the songs that everyone listens to.
Yeah.
So they're not saying it in a racial undertone. They're saying it because you've written it in a fucking song.
But I think and I think it just depends on what the word means to you. Like I saw this video on Instagram of this girl. She was traveling. She was like, "Oh, I made this really great Italian friend. He did there was no problems with communication. He spoke perfect English. Then they went out dancing, and he said to her, "Oh, I'm surprised you can't throw it back like a nigger girl or something like that." He says something like, "Oh, I'm surprised you can't throw it back like the other niggers." Because she was like, "Oh, I can't twerk." So,
okay,
but then he was like, "Oh, but in Italy, we all use the word." But you're saying you use it in the songs. Why can't he use it?
Would you allow Justin Bieber to say it?
I don't think anyone should say it. I don't even say the word.
Do you know what? I honestly think, and you can disagree with us, I don't think anybody should be using the word, not even in a song. I don't care if you change the ER to an A. I don't think anybody should be using it. It's derogatory. People have died. Thousands of black people have died.
Yeah.
By even being called this word as they're being killed and whipped.
I think there's and you can use there's endearing terms when you want to show like familiarity with somebody, but I think when it has a racial undertone and you're using it, it gives other people the license to use it as well. And I think if you don't want them to use the word, then we should also stop using it.
Justin Bieber, we could talk about him very quickly. So he's been I don't know what's going on with Justin.
What would possess you to even write? So you saw when his wife Hailey Bieber got the cover of Vogue.
Yeah.
Did you see the comment he put underneath
I did.
this? Why would you? The internet doesn't need to know what goes on in your household. You could have just said, "Baby, look great." You could have said that. Do you not live in the same household? You could have, what you wrote, that little paragraph, you could have told her to her face. Why do we need to know that? And even the way you wrote it.
Tell the fans, tell people what you said.
The way he wrote it was so bizarre. It was like, "Oh, Hailey, remember that time we had an argument and I said you'd never get the cover of Vogue? Well, I guess I was wrong."
That's embarrassing. Big up your wife in public, but you can say that to her face at home.
But you could have even phrased that sentence like, "Oh, babe, I guess I'm eating my words now. Like, maybe there were times when I didn't believe in you, but look at you, you're a rising star, you're so beautiful, I'm so proud of you." Like, that would have been a great statement because it would still convey the same message, but in a more But who is your PR team? Do you even have a PR team? You need to stop posting and stop writing your posts.
He's been posting a lot, and do you know what? There was one photo that he posted of his baby, and his baby's bum was like the cover of the photo. The dark web is real. People will save this, and God forbid, there are rapists and pedophiles in this world that will be saving these photos and doing God knows what to it. Get your baby's butt off socials.
But people have been saying his behaviour's just become so erratic. I have a feeling, and again, this is speculation, I think this whole Diddy situation is bringing up things for him.
But apparently, Justin has come out and said that he never really had anything to do with Diddy. Like, nothing really happened with him and Diddy. And we should stop taking it away from the people it actually did happen to. He did come out and say that.
Okay, fine.
But then maybe other people took advantage of him.
Yeah.
And I mean, he does make a lot of weed as well. He's created his own weed holders. He's trying to create his own weed holder case as well. Like, there's a lot going on with him.
It's on brand for him. I thought he found Christ and he was saved and he'd been
what
healed.
happened to that? What happened to that?
Yeah.
But then he also recently went on stage with SZA. Have you seen a video? And he's just like... And there's two sides of the fandom that I've commented on the video and the performance. Yes, Justin Bieber's bringing the performance, the yearning and the craft of R&B back during Snooze when he sang it with SZA, and the others were concerned
because did he look high?
He just doesn't look right.
Out of it.
He just doesn't look like Justin, but he is 30. He has grown up in the public eye since he was about 11.
He's our age. Yeah. Well, he's my age.
He's losing his hair as well. Yeah, he's 30 years old, so a year younger.
So I feel like he's going through a lot of things that, like, 30 is a very crucial period in your time in life. Like, you're reevaluating what you've done so far. You're reevaluating your future. You're thinking like, okay, like, what have I achieved? And to be fair, in a short space of time, in his lifetime, he has achieved so much.
Yeah.
But it's all been done in the public eye. He's a husband. He's a new father. It's a lot of pressure. And I guess he's not really working as a musician. I don't know if he finished school, so his career prospects... No, but I'm saying this. His career prospects are not the same as my career prospects. Yeah. If being an optometrist doesn't work out, I can go back to school. I can train into another career. I could be a receptionist. He hasn't got these kind of options. And he also lives a certain lifestyle. So he does have a lot of pressure. And I think he supports his mom. He supports his like half siblings. So I get it. But also he needs help.
He's having a breakdown.
I think he just needs to go back to the studio and do what he does best, write some music.
Would it still be as successful as it once was? I don't think so. I don't think so. Whatever Justin Bieber does, whatever music he releases, it will always be successful because he's built that platform where whatever he does will just be moderately good.
I just remember well. Bieber Fever. We were all crazy about him.
I saw him at Stratford.
Are we an item? Go quit playing. We're just friends. What are you saying?
Like, yeah, Bieber Fever was real. I tried so hard. I remember talking to you, or talking on the podcast saying that when it comes to male artists, I just never listened to them. I was jealous of them, or like I didn't really know if I wasn't comfortable listening to these male artists in the fear of being called gay or this or that. And I remember actually reading comments saying, "Oh, I've never had that experience before, so this is just a unique experience in regards to me," which I think is also very unfair to other queer men who have said that to me. Everyone's experience is very unique. But anyway, I remember seeing him at Stratford, Westfield, I think, when it was... Yeah, he just did a concert there. I forgot what the reason was. And he sang Girlfriend. If I was a girlfriend, I'd never let you go. I can take you places you ain't ever been before. Oh, I fell in love with him then.
I think it might have been the opening of Westfield.
It must have been that. Yeah,
it was the opening of Westfield.
Yeah. Oh, it was brilliant. And do you know what? Justin, he is the great artist. He has bangers upon bangers. Love Yourself. Sorry. He is just a brilliant artist, and I want him to get back to that. But it just looks like his
personal life is just too much in the media. Like every time Selena does something, why is Justin Bieber being brought up? Like let him rest.
It's the fans as well. The fans don't really help. The fans don't help. But again, I also just feel like it's the same with Chris Brown. They're just two peas in a pod.
Yeah, but at least Justin Bieber that we know of anyway. I think Helly she's blink twice if you need help, Helly. I think the girl is suffering in that marriage.
Maybe she secretly loves it.
No, she
wanted a bad boy. I need a bad boy. Oh, she had twins. Jesy Nelson, she had twins.
Oh, good for her.
Ocean and Story.
Ocean and Story.
Yeah, that's her twins' name, Ocean and Story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that for her.
And she obviously had problems during her pregnancy, so she basically lived in a hospital with her partner. Babies came, I think, 32 weeks early.
Yeah, twins normally come a little bit early.
Yeah, so she's had a baby. I wish them well.
Oh, that's good. Happy for her.
I just really want her to reach out to the girls. But she's releasing a documentary based on her pregnancy really soon. Jesy Nelson, Life After Little Mix.
She loves a documentary, doesn't she?
Everything that happens to Jesy, she'll put out a documentary.
But the thing is, like, Jesy, I get it, and you want us to understand from your perspective, but we also, like, just stand up.
Go.
Stand up.
What
Accept
you say?
what you did wrong, and we will forgive you, and we will move on.
I want to be a bit controversial. You see how Leanne's also had twins? And Nikki went on that coke rant with Jesy on the live, cussing out Leanne when she's just given birth. So Leanne is postpartum. I hope that Jesy now understands how hard it is to raise a baby, and you went around slagging off your sisters with Nicki Minaj. Yeah, granted, you may not have said much, but you sat there giggling and brought up the conversation. I hope you now understand how hard it is emotionally for a woman to go through pregnancy, and you're online doing that. You've got the Barbs cussing out Leanne. You've got the Barbs attacking her. She's just given birth, and you're sitting there giggling on live, not saying shit.
Yeah, and she never actually came out to make a statement afterwards.
And now she's had twins. She went through a very hard pregnancy, which is very upsetting. But I'm glad that the twins are healthy. I'm glad that Jesy is healthy. I'm glad that her partner is okay too. I just wish that I hope that her eyes are now open.
I don't even understand why Little Mix are beefing anyway. Like, you guys were sisters. Like, come on. Make up. Kiss and make up.
I don't know. They haven't spoken since she left.
Girl, Jesy, I don't know what you're doing.
Anyway, just worries me shit, and make up with the girls. Like, regardless of how old you are, what you go through in life, you will forever be known as a Little Mix member. And you grew up with them in public. You did all of that. And you're supposed to be having your kids together.
Yeah, your kids are meant to grow up together. Your kids are meant to think that you're cousins.
Literally, Perry and Leanne's children are always hanging out. Yeah. There's loads of cute pictures on their Instagram. It's so cute. Auntie Jade is always there supporting them. They all support each other in their music endeavors as well. Leanne has moved record label. She's moved to Virgin Music Group now. She's no longer with Warner. And she's releasing a song that samples "Put Your Back in It, Put Your Back in It," which is exciting. I can't wait to hear that. So, and Jade is obviously coming out with a new album, That Showbiz Baby.
I think having a solo career doesn't mean you're pitting yourself against your team members. Like, I think it's great. You should all be there for each other.
Exactly.
I think it's the new era of life. You can't be Little Mix forever.
Perry and Jade went to Leanne's headline tour. He was singing word for word. That's what you should be doing, supporting each other. Fifth Harmony, Dinah, Lauren and Ali were together yesterday at a basketball game. Cute.
Where's Camilla?
Camilla and Normani, well, they're busy being Camilla and Normani. They're the only two successful ones in the group.
Eek.
But that doesn't mean they don't love them any less. They all support each other. They literally all support each other as well from afar. They do love each other.
Even Camilla?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Because it was a little bit techie when she left, wasn't it?
Yeah. But now they're all grown.
I really laughed this morning.
Why?
Because of the Peter Andre situation. So Peter Andre made a film called Jafaican. Now, have you seen the trailer?
I've seen it many times on TikTok.
I personally thought it was hilarious. I grew up in an era where we had things like White Chicks and Ali G. So I thought it was meant to be a joke. But the people are really offended.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Because it's not that he's doing blackface. He's not acting like he's the character. He's intentionally impersonating he's impersonating a Jamaican man. I don't think they even said he was a black Jamaican man. It's just a Jamaican man who has locks, who's from Jamaica. Granted, he does put on an accent and his wig is awful. But it's a comedy. I think we're supposed to laugh and see the funny side.
The world is too sensitive these days. As you said, back in the day we had Ali G, we had Catherine Tate, we had Little Britain. Oh, Little Britain were outlandish.
Some of the jokes Little Britain made, we definitely could not do today.
It can't run right now.
Those disabled jokes.
No.
Oh my God.
No, so bad. Jamae, private school girl as well, with her black boyfriend Kwame.
But it was clearly a Sudanese man. Kwame's a Ghanaian man. A name like.
What the fuck? I can't I find that fucking hilarious.
It's true.
Like, it was stupid. People will probably be coming from us. Oh yeah, because you're not real black people, not true black people. Shut the fuck up. It's comedy. It's satire. We're supposed to be laughing at this shit. But with Peter Andre, at first, I was offended because when I saw the trailer on TikTok, people underneath were already saying, "Oh, guys, we shouldn't be laughing at this. Who does Peter Andre think he is? So it's like I was influenced. Before I had my own judgment, I was influenced by it. Can we not make a joke these days?
I don't think we can. So when I first heard about the story, I was reading the commentary of like, oh, they've made this film about Jamaica and they've got Peter Andre to play the main role. And I was in my head, I was like, why is Peter Andre trying to play a Jamaican man? Because he's clearly not black. Why couldn't they've hired a black man to play that? And then I was listening to a clip from one of these good these morning shows, and the woman was like, oh, how come it's okay for black people to play what would have been white characters in shows like Bridgerton? So in Bridgerton, in that time period, all the aristocrat would have been white. But why is it okay for black people to play the aristocrats? And then somebody else was like, yeah, but Bridgerton's fictional. But also the character Peter Andre is playing is a fictional character. He's not playing a historical figure. In fact, he's even pretending to be like the whole premise is he's pretending to be somebody on purpose. That's the point of the show. And I think that's where people are missing the nail on the head. And apparently they filmed in Jamaica. They're showcasing a lot of Jamaican culture. Like, I think it's great. I think it's a great way to get people involved in that side of the world. But yeah, they were really not.
The team behind the film are diverse.
Yeah.
The directors
was Black British, Black British Nigerian. They got a Jamaican comedian as well to I think he was in the show, and then he also like gave what do you call it, feedback from behind the scenes as well. So at no point did any of them say, nah, this is, you guys, you've gone a bit too far, let's reel it in. They all gave it the go ahead.
I just think we should stop being soft, especially if there's no bad intention behind it and we kind of know where it's kind of coming from. We can't really be making jokes anymore. It is sad.
I guess it's a sensitive issue, and I guess maybe people upset that, like, oh, why are you doing a joke about Jamaica and it's revolving around crime? There's crime everywhere. It's not just Jamaica. Like, we all have crime in every single country. And to be fair, Peter Andre made a good point. He's Australian Greek, and he said, oh, when you guys make your Greek films and you do the stereotypical big nose and hairy chest, no, like, we all laugh as well.
Oiled, and no one really says anything, do they?
So I feel like every country has their stereotypes. And I think when it's done in good taste, it's a comedy, great. I don't think Peter Andre should go and play a biopic about Barack Obama. That's ridiculous.
Come on, guys. Come on.
But he's playing a fictional character who's dressing up as a Jamaican man, whether it's a black Jamaican. And also
Jamaicans don't have to be black.
Exactly. Jamaicans come in all skin colours.
But then why does he have locks? But anyway.
Do white people not have locks?
White people do have locks, and people complain, why do white people have locks? But then why?
But some people are actually born with locked hair.
Really?
Yeah, like in Nigeria, it's actually considered a good thing that when your child is born locked, you don't lock that, you don't cut it, you leave it. Yeah, when you because in Nigerian culture, it's a bit weird for us to have locks, but when a child is born with locks, it's seen as like, oh, it's a gift. You don't cut their hair.
Interesting. Yeah. Oh, I've learned something new today, guys.
There you go. Yeah. Anyway,
let's just laugh at things. Let's just laugh. I miss laughing. I miss stupidness. Yeah. And just to end on...
Oh, God.
The Diddy case. I'm not going to go back into how it began. We all know. I just think it's sad, the recent updates of Cassie taking to the stand and reliving everything, the past 18 years of her relationship with him. And I think one thing that I read that really stuck out to me, was when she said that she got sores in her mouth and she got UTIs from all these freak-offs that she was forced to participate in with other men, might I add. And obviously there's always drugs and alcohol that's involved in these situations. She used to take a lot of medication. She used to take a lot of drugs to numb herself for about 24 hours. Because they would be going for 24 hours. She didn't want to feel anything. She just wanted to get it over and done with. And I think it's so sad that you feel like you were so coerced, you were coerced into taking all these substances to get through that when you shouldn't have been put through it in the first place. And I think with Diddy, that's just such an abuse of power. There's other people around Diddy that also maybe would have controlled her as well. And other artists and other creators have obviously come up and taken to the stand as well against Diddy, saying that they witnessed him beating her up and all these freak offs and stuff. Dawn Richard from Danny Kane, making the band, obviously worked with Diddy for many years, and she took to the stand and she recalled an incident of when Diddy struck Cassie and dragged her upstairs, threatening Dawn and Cassie with death if they spoke out about anything. Dawn also recounted witnessing Diddy punching Cassie in the stomach at 2010 dinner in West Hollywood, attended by celebrities such as Usher, Neo, and so on and so forth. There's also a lot of lawsuits that has been happening. There's unpaid royalties towards Dawn Richard through Danny Kane and Diddy Dirty Money. Now, my thing is,
She said, I'm gonna get my money.
You can get your money fine, but if Dawn knew that all of this was happening and she witnessed that Diddy was such a trash character to begin with, why does she stay with him in Diddy Dirty Money after Danny E. Kane broke up? When Aubrey O'Day has been saying this man is not who you think he is. Been saying it. Go back on Twitter from like 2009. She's been screaming this, that Diddy is not who he says he is. You can even see it on camera. Diddy and Aubrey were always fighting. Always at loggerheads. Why would Dawn stay in that environment? What, to build your career? Because your career isn't much. She's released a lot of solo albums and stuff, but they're not commercially big. Granted, she's an incredible vocalist, an incredible performer. I love Dawn Richard. But you saw this happening and you stayed.
Yeah, because it benefited her at the time. Like, this industry is all about who you can use and who can use you. People are going to stay quiet when something is beneficial to them. So the whole Cassie situation, she probably stayed longer than she knew she should because he probably promised her, oh, you'd have an amazing career. We only know 2 of your songs anyway. Like, the career he promised you didn't even get. Then Dawn, he probably was telling her, oh, well, you're the only talented one in Danny Kane anyway. Don't mind them. You stick with me. I'll look after you. So she probably would have turned a blind eye to a lot of things. And this is what happens in this industry. Like, people promise you things because they're in positions of power. Whether or not they intend to follow through, it does allow you to be compromised and you are vulnerable, unfortunately. Like, I'm so sorry. Young Miami, we've not heard anything from you, miss. And he probably promised her a lot as well, because when they got together, did she not get that show, Carisha? She's been awfully quiet. I love how she exited the scene and she said, I'm not involved.
But do you think she got payoff? Do you think she settled it behind the scenes? Did he pay her some money? Did he and her team paid her some money? And she said, okay, I ain't going to say shit. Because that's also the tea as well. You get paid to not say anything and you're living a lavish lifestyle with your millions of pounds. Because regardless, it's not going to make it any worse what's happening to Diddy. He's still going to go to prison for a long time. He's going to die in prison.
The fact that they were so loud and proud about their relationship, they were about it. And it was a bit weird because it kind of came out of nowhere. And then it was like, oh, you guys, are you exclusive? And it was a bit like, like they could never really say yes, no. So I wouldn't be surprised if she was involved in freak offs as well. And I've said this, as humans, we're all sick. No, like, we are all sick. And there's a lot of the things that limit us are time, money, and power.
Yeah.
When you have so much money, you don't need to work. Your time is unlimited. And when you're so rich, you've got power. So as a human, you're going to see, how far can I push the bounds of reality? Because under normal circumstances, if I said, Alex, take your clothes off and rub baby all over yourself, you're going to look at me like, what the heck are you saying? Like,
I'll do it anyway.
But what I'm saying is, when you have so much money and influence, you're going to see, what can't I get people to do? And who is going to beat you? No, like, when you do it once, there's no repercussions. You're going to keep doing it. And when you realize, I've been doing this for 10 years and no one's done shit, you're going to go crazy.
People know. People speak about it all the time, but no one's doing anything about it. People are probably trying to log the cases and, log the files of this happened here, this happened there, which people have been doing. But they were waiting for the titular moment in when they were going to be tore down. And I think the moment that it was over for Diddy is when that video of him beating her up and chasing her in the hotel in a towel.
That's when it was
came
like, okay,
out.
this is real.
This is real.
Because before it was all she said, he said. There was no actual evidence. But now when we saw that there was no, and I would love to get the audio and that. Like, what the heck was he saying? And like, Cassie's not a small girl. Like, we know Cassie. So if it can happen to her, it can happen to anybody.
It can happen to anybody. So stay safe out there. Keep your wits about yourself. And I just think we need to be more human to one another. But as I said, what's right to us isn't right to other people.
What even is humanity? What is humanity? Because we all treat each other like shit anyway. Anyway, peace and love.
What the Helly?
What the Helliante?
What is going on? Thank you for listening to another episode of Sync the Beat. I hope you enjoyed this episode as well. If you have any more comments, do comment on our YouTube channel, on our reels as well. Get involved in the conversation. Is there anything else we're missing? Is there anything else we're getting wrong?
Who else has lost the plot and has gone off the rails and has a court case against them? We want to know. Tell us the tea. Oh God, we'll talk about him another day.
But you can find us on our socials at Sync the Beat Pod on all the socials. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music.
And you can find us at our personal handles. I'm at Aratopsy on everything.
And I'm at Alex Okuma. Signing out.
Bye.